another successful project delivery. I'm Omar Alarcon, Head of Operations and Programming at Wired Up. Join me as we walk through the final result of this incredible journey. I'm really excited to show you the final stage of this project. So let me walk you through this project. So in this living room, we have a 85-inch TV. Our client wanted to have a clean look on this living room area. No sound bars or anything like that. So we added an 85-inch TV Sony, and then we have a 10-inch speakers in the ceiling. So those provide like a great sound and woofer. A 10-inch speaker, it's always like my recommendation. Love to have a 10-inch speaker when in any project. That's all recommendation. And we also have a control 4 system, so our client can just pick up the tablet, his phone, or the handheld remote that is in this location, just dedicated for the living room. But stuff like this remote can control, lighting. As you can see, it can watch music or any scenes. If he decided to add a thermostat control or lighting control, he'll also be able to do that through the remote as well from the touchscreen on that side. So we have an iPad on that location, and he can control all this area. A wall station for an iPad, they can open a control 4 system from this iPad, that if they need to take it to the couch, they can just take it off. And then when they're done using the iPad, they can just come back and put it on. And it will recharge, as you guys can see, for 100%. We also did distributed audio throughout the house. So we have on this lounge area, we have speakers as well, and dining. So anytime that the client turns on the music, they can merge all the rooms with the distributed audio. Let me show you where all the equipment, brains, and everything lives in this home. And before I forget, we also added this security system. It's an IQ panel to set up the alarm. When the client leaves the house, they can just arm the system, and when they walk back in, they can enter the code and disarm the system. This alarm system is also integrated with Control 4, so they can do it from the app, the native app of the alarm system, or they can do it through Control 4. So this is where everything is to control the house. So this is basically the brain. We have a 42U rack that that's the glass. It has 2 fans on the top to ventilate all the equipment, but I'm just gonna give you a quick walkthrough. So we have our power management over here, so client can turn off and reset something, other equipment if it's needed. We have the router, the PoE switch, standard switch. We have all the sources, Cox boxes, Apple TV, Roku. We have a Control 4 system, which is the brain of the system. We have the AV. This is distribution, video distribution. We can send any of these 4 sources throughout the house, and where there's any TV. So there's this matrix switch has 8 ports to go out and in. We also have the triad amplifier matrix switch, and that's the amplifier, or Luma cameras. We have a robust security system with cameras from Luma throughout the house. And then this is the receiver that is running the living room. And we'll talk more about this, but this is the landscape audio. And the landscape audio is just sitting here, and we can play music on the outside. In here, we have a Nintendo Switch 2, which our clients requested, and we also left an option for them. So if they want to play their PS5, they can just plug it in, and then just plug it in power. A lot of people ask, why do we put a rack? It's just easy to put everything neatly, be able to be serviced, and it's easier for the client when this is all just allocated in one room. On this case, it's just in this laundry room. And then on this behind here, we have a structured panels where it has all the wires from demarcation, which is your service entrance cable from Cox, coming into this panel, and from this panel we send the service to the router, just to make it clean and with cable management and centralized wiring. Let me show you another part of the house. This is pretty cool. This is a gym. We did some additions in this gym. You can walk with me. So this is an RV garage. Our client decided to put a gym, and what we did on this gym, so there was no pre-wire in this gym for any audio, so we did some retrofit installations. And what we did here, we installed speakers from Bowers and Wilkins, and there are powered by Control 4, and we have those two zones. So if you see on this side, since this was a retrofit, we put a panel in there with an amplifier. So the amplifier here is powering those two speakers, and then we have those on that side. The cool thing about this area is that even if you have two sections, when the client plays music, both sections automatically come on. That's pretty cool when they turn it on. We're also going to add a TV on this side eventually. So it's going to be a really cool spot for our clients to exercise and, kind of relax. You can see on that side, they're setting up a sauna, and there's other few machines that are going to be added to this gym. All right, let me show you the master bedroom, which is the main bedroom for our clients. Let me show you what technology we installed in this house, and especially because it was already pre-wired. So I'm gonna just turn on the lights for now. And so obviously there's a lot of lighting. There's LED lighting on this area. We also have another iPad with charging station right here, so the clients can also view their cameras and use Control 4 system. We also set up another handheld remote with Control 4, so they can just click watch, and the same thing. So let's go to cable 1 box. So as you can see right now, TV, I'm just gonna click back, and it's gonna be on the on the channel that it was. TV and speaker synchronized, so you can hear the audio through the speakers in the living room. And just wanted to mention, so as you can see, I'm lowering the volume with the remote. But one of the nice things when you do video and audio distribution, anything that comes out of the TV will come on your speakers in the ceiling, but you can also play music independently as well. And that's only you can do that with video or audio distribution. You can also be separated, but it's kind of nice when you have it, so you can use the same speakers in the room. And there's only one device behind the TV. That's an 85-inch Sony TV. So pretty cool. And then we also have shades on this area. Those are Hunter Douglas shades. And as you can see, one of the things that I'll recommend with the motorized shades is you can help with the heat in your home. Right now in the summer in Arizona, it's super hot, so it helps to kind of like keep the room cool, and just like put in a few shades in your home, motorized shades. It's always a good way to cool down the house. All right, so just with the handheld remote or with the touchscreen, client can just press the button on the top, just click off, and then click off for the whole room. So it's going to turn off the TV. And then if there's any control lighting, we'll turn it off as well. So the thing too, what you can do is like thermostat control. So we recommended that you have either a Nest, Ecobee, or Control 4 thermostat in your home, so to be able to control the temperature, set up schedules, or be able to just turn on the AC before you get home when you're driving back from work. That's one of our recommendations. And you can also add those to your Control 4 system as well. Hey guys, so this is the office on this room. Our client's gonna have his desk in here and another desk here. He wanted a frame TV on this side. We recommended a frame TV. This is a 65-inch frame TV that we recommended. You can set up your Samsung account and put any art that you want, or any specific or family pictures. You can have them displayed through the RTV. And then we also set up 2 ports for hardwire connection. Our client likes to plug in directly to the internet, so one of the things that we provide in an office is this ports for the client. So this is directly connected back into the rack on the main switch, so that way he can get more than 300 and speed for his computer. Another thing that we want to add to is obviously a lot of the things on this house was security was very important for our client. So one of the things we added was the door locks on each door. So we have the quick set, which is our like Wi-Fi devices. They can be connected as well to Control 4 and with the alarm system. We have sensors throughout the house and motion sensors and also break glass sensors. So this house is well protected. So we have a lot of security on this home, that was one of the main priorities of our client. So now we're gonna take the party outside. So I'm gonna show you how to play music from the patio, and then on the landscape audio. The landscape audio was set up around the pool. So one of the cool things we can do, I'm gonna play right now. I'm gonna put the pool patio and I'm gonna add the patio in the ceiling. And as you can see, the music already start playing. So let's walk over there. As you see, the audio, it's already playing in the ceiling on this area. So one of the things, we have three pairs of speakers in the living room, on the patio. And what we did in Control 4, we programmed all those three sections of speakers to turn on at the same time. So now let me lower the volume on the patio so you can hear the landscape speakers. In this project, we use 8 of the satellites and a subwoofer to keep a really good sound system for our clients. So as you can hear the audio, it's already playing on this area. So this is the nice thing with the outdoor speakers. We get a equal sound throughout the backyard. The speakers are facing the house, not facing the neighbors. So you wouldn't have any angry neighbors because you're cranking the music too loud or something. Right now we have it at like 40%, and you can still hear this pretty clear from where you're sitting or the pool. And as you walk through, the audio is consistent. You don't have like empty spots of audio as you walk through this area. Let me show you over here. You can hear the bass, it's really good. So the sound system, it's incredible. And then this is some of the 4 satellites that we have from Origin Acoustics. So some of the satellites are pretty cool. So we have 4 on this area, and those have a great sound system. So obviously you can play music outside in the patio and landscape speakers. Now the other cool thing is, so if you go to the pool patio, I can go here and I can also watch a movie. So I'm gonna just click cable right now.
Something for your heart.
And immediately I get the audio of the cable box 1, and it's already playing on the TV. That you can just play the audio for your TV or your favorite movie. And then, obviously I'm gonna go to the Apple TV now. So now you have the Apple TV here, and I'm just gonna play something and from Apple TV here. You can hear, I just play the audio, and I'm gonna select this and play it on the patio as well. So now everything, all the audio from this area, from the landscape speakers, it's also playing on the patio. So you have like a Super Bowl or a party that you want to share or watch a movie throughout the house. Everybody can enjoy the audio of the movie or the show or the Super Bowl or any event that you have. That's everything with Control 4 and audio video distribution. All right, so let me show you. The security was very important for a client, as I mentioned it before. So one of the things we added security cameras. So in this area, we have a PTC camera. So what the PTC camera can do is it can track any movement, any car, get any license plates from a car that it's just park on the driveway or pass on the driver, detect the person and follow. So if you can see, that camera right now is facing the driveway. As soon as I walk here, the camera is gonna pick my signal, and then it's gonna start following me. So obviously the aspect of security was important in this area. So we have the driveway covered with a PTC camera, and we also have another camera on that location looking at this section of the house. And also we put a doorbell, which is obviously constantly recording in the house. It's powered by PoE, powered over the internet, but we also have a security camera on the top, so it can get face and everything. It has face recognition, and it can detect a person, an animal, and then send a video to the client. So with an alert that something is on this has entered this space, we can do a virtual line from here. So anything crosses that area, the camera will start recording and send a notification to the homeowners. That's something pretty cool with LumaView cameras that we can do. So it helps to keep your home secure. What do you guys thought about the project? I think it's a really beautiful project. I like the end result of this project, how we be able to complete all distribution, video distribution, audio distribution, security, and all that. Very excited of how everything's finished for our client, and we'll see you next time.